All right, so this video is to explore our new patient portal in our members only area of the website. And if you're new here, great. If you're a returning member, you're going to notice that there are some things that are different. And I've really just done this to make it easier to navigate and do what you want. And so the first thing the first little trick I want to go over is that some people are having trouble remembering either the name of the website or bookmarking it on their computer. And a really quick way that I was talking about with somebody earlier today is that if you click on this area right where the text is at the top of the screen, where that website name is, I can just take that and I can hold my mouse down, my left hand of my mouse down, and I can drag it right onto my desktop and drop it there. And that way I can rename that link anything, and I always have it right there on my desktop to get back to. Okay, so you're going to notice that the website looks a little bit different, and that's because we added a members only area. So I'm going to click this members only area, and I'm already logged in. And so you're going to see that it goes right there. But for you, if you haven't logged in the past, you're going to either have to log in or create an account. And the first time that you do this, you just want to be cognizant of using the same email or the same login that you're using for the patient portal, just to keep everything nice and easy. And if you don't remember what that email is, just reach out to me and let me know, and I will let you know which one it is, or we'll change it if we need to. All right. So I'm in the members portal here, and you're going to notice that there are a couple different buttons, and these buttons are really to help us navigate and do what we want quicker, so that way we know where to do it. Because if you're coming from session one, I know there's a lot going on that other screen. So hopefully this will make it a lot easier for everybody. So say I want to schedule an appointment. We're going to go through these buttons from left to right here. So schedule an appointment on the top left. I'm going to click into that, and you're going to notice that it instantly brings me to the scheduling page. So I can schedule a 45-minute video appointment throughout the week. I can weigh in at the clinic on a Tuesday. And then if I'm a medical member, I can schedule a blood draw or an in-person appointment on that Tuesday. So we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to schedule a weigh-in at the clinic. So I'm going to select the clinic here. I'm going to pick a time. I'm going to enter my info and my 7319. Okay. And I don't have to answer those other questions unless I want to. And I'm just going to hit next. And then I'm using that same email that is the one that is my test patient account, but you're going to use the email that you use for our patient portal. And so we're going to try to keep it all consistent, because if I use a different email, I might not have access to rescheduling that appointment. So I want to make sure that I'm using the same email address every time. So I'm going to hit next. I'm going to confirm and book. Oh, it's going to tell me where are the crosswalks. I will fast forward through this part. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to get an email in my inbox that says, hey, I booked a session and I can reschedule, I can cancel, or I can just have the details of it. And you will get reminders that are all automated through the system. All right, so I'm going to exit that portal. And so I've scheduled an appointment. Okay. And this next one, the weigh-in at the clinic, is really just that same page, but just with the weigh-in option. Okay, so just to make it simpler. And then this weight loss and wellness program modules, that's going to bring us to the actual group weight loss and wellness program that we go over together on Sundays. And so this link I haven't set up yet. It's all in the works. But if you're signing in early and you're having any trouble with the link once this is live, then absolutely let me know. And the next really fun part is message to the clinician. So if you want to send me a private message, we really want to be doing that through the patient portal. And so we're going to click it. And whether you're a coaching patient or a private patient, really we want to be messaging here. And this is opening, if I'm on my phone, the Practice Better app and taking me straight to that chat. And so you can message me directly right here. All right, I'm going to exit that out. And then uh, I'm going to skip this join the discussion for just a second because this other practice better um, patient portal, that just brings me to that main screen, that main patient portal where I list all my upcoming sessions right here. And oh, I see the Wayne at the clinic that I scheduled just a moment ago. And we're not using this as much as we were previously just because it was a little bit too overwhelming and it was really hard to find things. So I'm going to go back to this members only tab again, and I'm going to explore next the join the discussion. So when we did session one, there was a group chat, but it really wasn't that engaging, and not a lot of us used it. And so, what we've done is we've created this kind of discussion board. So, when I click that, it's going to bring me to the community page, and this is a private members only page. So, whatever you post here, it's not visible to everybody coming to the website. It's really only visible to people who are actively in these group programs. And so you're going to notice that there's three categories here. So I have my photo, I've got my categories, all my posts, or all the posts that I can view in all of the categories, and then posts that I've made. So I have my general discussion group. I've got my plant-based meals that we can share for one another. And then specific to the course that we're doing, the Sunday meetings, I have the weight loss and wellness group. So let's get started by just looking at this general discussion. And we'll go over this in more detail later, but basically it's a quick welcome post. I want everybody to introduce themselves. I started right here. I made a little introduction, and we'll talk about that. That'll be a task coming up. And then just quick forum rules. And I know that you guys always catch me on my spelling errors. I will fix that one. You can laugh at me now. So that's the general discussion. And then I'm at this big photo here. I can click back to categories, and I'm going to look at the plant-based meals. We haven't shared any just because this discussion board is new, but if you have a recipe, somebody was talking about a white bean soup from the New York Times that they had made that they really liked. And so you can always comment here and leave a link to it. Say, this is the recipe I tried and I really like it. And when you comment on this forum, everybody will get, and everybody in the group will get an alert in their email from Wix, WIX, because that's the platform that I use to do all of my web design. So you will get like a notification that somebody posted. And the last category here is the weight loss and wellness group. And this is where in the last section, you were prompted to share your aid app and connect with others. And so if you're new here, comment and enter yours right here below. But if you're already a member, it would be really helpful for some of the new members if you would just share your code so they can also get connected that way. Because I know this is such a pain. It's a sticking point in why we created the new app that should be here hopefully by week 2. And so just this is where you're going to be on the lookout for these codes. If you start getting emails about people posting them, I want you to go here and get connected. And then every week on the Sundays, you're going to see that there is going to be a little card that says, this is the week that we're on, and it's our spot where we can ask questions, post tips and tricks about what we're doing that's working. And so I've already gone ahead and posted week 1 in our veggie challenge, and it's going to tell us about what the challenge name is. I'm trying to get creative here. What counts as on path, because we're starting off with the aid app. Defining what non-starchy vegetables are, how I personally go about it, my tips and tricks, and what I do to really get that on my grocery list. And you're going to see here that there's already comments. Somebody said, I like how this works. People are helping me review how this members only area functions. So I'm glad that people are already posting, but you can write a comment here if you have a tip or trick that's working, or if you're running into any snags and you're looking for advice. All right, whew, a lot to go over. So if I ever get lost here on my page, I'm always just going to go back to that members area. All right, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to look at how to manage your personal appointments in terms of like rescheduling or just looking at when they're scheduled for and joining them. All right, so we're still here on this members only page, and we can see all our program apps. And then right below it, you're going to see there's a small little page here that says upcoming weight loss and wellness group sessions. Now, each one of these sessions, oops, sorry, I'm shaking the computer. Each one of these sessions has a link to join the meeting, and each one of those links is unique to that week's program. So if I accidentally click session 12, link to join the meeting, and it's week one, there's nobody's going to be there. So make sure to be really careful when you click the links that you're clicking the right week. And if you ever have any trouble joining on that Sunday, I'm usually on, 10 to 15 minutes before it starts. So always feel free to, call me last minute or message me. That's never a problem. But what I want us to see here is this button that says click here to manage your appointments. Now, this is a personal appointment button, so it's going to bring me right to my patient portal, and it's going to give me a list of all of my bookings here. So here's another place that I'm going to be able to see my Kickstart program, my Sunday meetings. This link, this join session, is exactly the same as the join session link on the members only page. Okay. And so this is just another way to get there. But what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at that Tuesday appointment that we scheduled together just a moment ago. And I'm going to view the details of it, and maybe I want to reschedule or I want to cancel it. Great. So say I'm going to cancel the session and just make it easy. All I have to do is hit cancel. I don't really need to give a reason. I always feel like whenever I call and I have to cancel something, and not through the program, but I mean like personally in real life, I get it. We want to give a reason. It needs to be good. Maybe we have a stomach ache or it really doesn't matter. I honestly respect your time, and I'm really here just to help you out. I try to get people not to cancel last minute because it affects other people's ability to schedule with me. But if you are canceling, you don't need to give me a reason. I just want to be really clear about that. And so you can put none. You can put NA. You can put whatever you want. All I have to do is just hit cancel, and great, there it's off my schedule. Okay. And so never feel any pressure to if you need to reschedule or cancel. That's totally fine. All right, so we're almost through the patient portal. We've looked at every single button and what they do, and I'll try to put timestamps here. We've looked at how do I manage my own appointments, my personal ones. We have quick links to join the meeting. So that way on Sunday morning, if you can't find that email, you have it right here. And remember that because we're set up through the Practice Better Patient Portal app, you should get an email with that link. But if you don't, it's right here. Or if it goes to your spam folder, hopefully not. And then the last thing we have here is the LabShop, and it's through Rupa Health. Now, some of the people that are in this program may not be signed up for medical services, but for educational purposes, they might want to be checking what their, high sensitivity CRP, their systemic marker of inflammation is, or their ApoB, which is just a better marker of LDL. Or maybe they just want to make sure that their B12 and homocysteine levels are normal. So that way they know that the supplement that they're taking is working in terms of like someone who's transitioning to a plant-based diet. And so the hardest thing with this is that if you're not a medical patient and you live outside of Maine, I can't counsel you on the results that you get. So I can make them available, and this is where you would do it. You would click on this LabShop and it will bring it up. And there's no markup on these. It's signed off by a provider that's other than me that's ordering them. And for your results, you will get a detailed report. meaning that for every result that you get, it will tell you, here's what high means, here's what low could mean, but I can't interpret in terms of your individual health, especially if you're out of state. If you're in state, I will absolutely give you a call and we'll talk about them together. But I just want us to know that, and this is the first time that we're offering this option, but really because people find it really fascinating to track these markers because they really do change with diet changes. All right, so that's all I'll say about that. And if you have any questions, let me know. But that is something that we're making available these days. So I know that was a lot. I hope it helped. I tried to keep it brief. And so explore the website, schedule things, reschedule them. I just want to make sure that you guys are comfortable with it. And so if you have any questions, give me a call and we can also go over this one-on-one as a, with a video chat with screen sharing together if you need any help. So, all right.